Wow, it's like a movie of your whole career so far. How about that? Yeah. Justin Dunn joins us right now on MLB Now with the Seattle Mariners. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
That's quite a story already. We see you also to fill in. You're from Long Island, right? Then went to school in Connecticut, then went to school in B.C., and from there you're a first-round pick.
Yes, sir.
It is, and I know some of the guys earlier on the shows were asking about that. It is a little more difficult given the length of the season, like to really develop yourself these days. How are you able to develop yourself and make yourself into a big league prospect while pitching on Long Island?
I think the biggest thing for me was we can't really get the big reps and playing outside all year long. So I had to become a student of the game very quickly, from understanding sequencing to understanding how to read swings and just watching the game and watching how different hitters are attacked and trying to implement it into my own game.
See, I think with something, I know you've been on a lot of shows, I've been watching, you did great. But what we want to know in this show is what works. So tell us something that was working in the Mets organization, because they were immensely successful in churning out big league pitchers. You were in the minors for a number of years with the Mets. What did they do well?
I think promoting athleticism within the delivery, just kind of letting the body move, giving you simple checkpoints to look for and be consistent, because with the consistent delivery, everything else will take care of itself. Arms repeatable, finishes repeatable, and ball jumps out of your hand the same way every time.
So the emphasis was on mechanics?
Yes, sir.
That's what. Now, who did you come across? We were mentioning Frank Viola was, I know, part of the system for a while. Was it Frank Viola, or who was working with you there?
Yeah, a number of different guys. I mean, my pitching coordinator at the time was Ron Romanek and Phil Regan. They were huge in helping me in 17 in St. Lucie.
Phil Regan, who was pitching coach for the Mets this
yes,
past
sir.
year, right?
Yes,
okay.
sir. And then in 18, I had Mark Valdez and Frank Viola, and they helped me a lot with kind of cleaning some stuff up, being more repeatable, and that's where my command kind of really took a jump into the next level. And then Frank was instrumental in helping me with my changeup, along with John Franco.
Okay, John Franco too.
Yes, sir.
Okay, interesting. So now, when you get traded over to the Mariners, I know Jerry Dipoto the last couple of years had wanted to get more modern with the baseball ops and getting that information to pitchers. You tell us what was different when you went to the Seattle and Mariners organization, and what did they try to get to you?
It was a big culture shock for me. Right out of the gate. Like I said, we didn't really talk numbers when I was with the Mets. Coming over, they're big into all pitch metrics, pitch design, Rapsodo, TrackMan, Edgertronic cameras, and I had never seen really any of that to that magnitude before. So first coming over, it was really understanding the numbers, what they mean, how to implement them, and then what works for me. And for me, it was understanding where my pitches play best at the big league level. Where to locate my fastball, where to put my put-away pitches, what pitches are good behind when I'm behind in the count, and then how to shape them, because I'm a visual guy. So if I could see how to shape things, then I can kind of repeat it, go to feel, and repeat it over and over again.
Did you design new pitches for yourself? You say looking at different, breaks and that sort of thing, or no?
No, they kind of came to me with that. We have pitch grades, and they kind of give us the grades of, okay, these are the best pitches you've thrown in your career, which we think will play the best at the big league level. So we need to try to mold your pitches to consistently fall in this grade, into this movement, into this location score, and that will help you play at the best of the big league level.
This is sophisticated stuff, right? I
mean,
this is not easy. It's like, oh yeah, sure. I don't think people realize how sophisticated it is. I guess the next question then is, how do you go from, all right, now I'm using all of this cutting edge, technology and everything, yet you still have, the athletic delivery is still something that works. How do you do the new age stuff while keeping your good habits that you had built old school style previously?
I think for me, at first it was it was really tough for me to understand. I would go up and see the locations that they wanted me to throw and not really seeing the target of where I was trying to throw. I was more seeing, okay, I have to throw my slider here. I have to throw my fastball at the top of the zone, instead of just attacking hitters. And once I kind of got away from that and understanding the numbers are awesome, but at the end of the day, I have to go compete when I touch the rubber. And just go compete and understand that the numbers that they gave me were all stuff that I already do. So when I pitch my own game, I'm going to hit those grades. I'm going to hit the location scores, and I'm going to be just fine. So practice was for the grades. In the game, it was just go play.
It's not easy being a pitcher these days.
No,
it can't be. How do you like opening? Because we're big on the opener here. It's quirky. It's different. What was it like? You did some opening, right?
Yeah, it was great for me. I mean, it was more just to kind of get my feet wet in the big leagues, get some exposure. That Houston game, the Oakland game, it felt like I could have went a little bit longer, and I kind of wish I had a little more opportunity to go deeper in the game. But I was also happy to leave both games with some success and leave happy with where I was and not really have any downturns.
It is weird that you're relieving, but you're relieving at the start of the game.
Yes, sir.
A little different.
Yes, sir. Very much so.
Justin, good luck this year. And
Thank
going
you.
in, you're going to fight for a spot this year and hopefully get a spot in the rotation. Right?
Yes, sir. Hope so.
All right. But if they ask you to open, be open to opening.
I'm very opening to open.
Justin,
Thank
thanks.
you. Appreciate it.
Good luck.